Good afternoon, Pisces. This is your career and finance reading for the month of December. For the whole month of December. I also do the collective daily readings, but this is going to be for your specific signs for the month. Okay? Spirit, give me true and precise messages for Pisces for the month of December on their career, their finance, their money, their moolah, the green star, right? Alright, give me their overall energy for the month of December regarding career and regarding their finance. Get one card for the feminines, one for the masculines, on the collective. One for the feminine, two for the career finance category for Pisces. Finance for the regarding their monies. We don't have any. But for the masculine in the collective for the Pisces. Ooh, the masculines get the golden egg. Feminines get the lizard. A lot of passion, going after what you want, divine feminines, listening to your higher self, but also having the courage and strength with your solar plexus wide open to go for the things you want, those promotions, that new job position. Masculines are setting aside money for their nest egg, but also in the workplace they're listening to their inner intuition, inner self for that message that's within them, telling them go for that job, go for that new job, go for that job position or promotion. A lot the same, almost similar or mirroring energies actually. Okay, give us true and precise messages for the Pisces. True and precise messages. Forgot the microphone. I don't think that was really meant to come out that way. Energy. Okay, starting with the first week. Decisions. Pisces, you get choices and a lot of water, which makes you right at home. We have a lot of water on this Three of Wands. Making a choice of three choices. Do you take the high road, the low road, or the in-between? I always say take the road less traveled. Follow the star that lights your path. This is going to be an emotional month for you, or at least the first week. The first week is what we're at of December, which is this week. A lot of emotions here, a little bit of clouds around you, causing some confusion regarding these decisions that you have to make. But you know, below it is a lot of gems. There's the jewels, the gems that are going to be rewarding when you get past all that emotional part of decision making. But you are looking forward to the future. It's pretty much the first 2 days. The middle of the week, you're going to be sitting pretty with the King of Swords in your truth, with growth all around you. You're listening to your higher self, listening to your spirit guides. You're looking at the truth you speak to make sure with clarity that you speak it with clarity. So you're not just speaking your truth off the handle, you're really putting thought into that in which you need to express. Having the strength as the King of Wands. Now you got two kings. Go. Knowing that everything in life is like the continuation, right? The circle of life. What goes around comes around. You're listening to your higher self, your intuition, your communication is in truth, but it's also blossoming and going to bring you good fortune. The Sun card, or Sun, is here to light your way. You're having courage and strength to have that communication as well. You're out of the cave. You were definitely not this week, not in hermit mode. Doing the work, watching others, being strong like the Leo the lion there. Okay, the second week is you are the star. People are watching you. You are shining brightly. Your spirit guides are with you, speaking to you. You know you're listening and you're communicating with your spirit guides around you for guidance to ensure that you choose correctly, make the right choice, go on the right path. And again, you're going to need a lot of strength this month, because you have another strength card, another lion, right? So at least this one looks more like a divine pair here. It is strength card, again, listening to your higher self, your intuition, and understanding of life being the circle of life, and as it goes comes around. So it's very good. You're not worried about if there's greener pastures over there, because you know you have the greenest pasture where you're at, and you're grateful and showing your gratitude where you're at. You're very confident. Of course, you're the lion. You're the strength. That's the center of your reading as well. Okay, and by the end of next week, you're going to be making enough pentacles in your position that you're going to be able to put some aside in your nest egg for a rainy day, for your future, your retirement, etc. A lot of passion in the work you do this week. Yeah, got a lot of passion. Also, good fortune on the home front, I'm seeing. All right, third week of December. You have choices. Again, choices. It's always nice to have choices, isn't it, Pisces? It is. These choices here were wands of communication. The three wands, you had to choose which one you were going to communicate, perhaps love or a work choice to move forward. This choice is differently. You're turning your back to three of the choices that weren't nurturing you, weren't giving you the love or affection, or filling your love and affection. But the divine is handing you this cup as a gift to you, and whether it's a job, person, place, or thing, it's coming directly from the divine source, and you're concentrating on that, and you're just like, yes, please, I will take that. Just bring it a little closer. And you're ignoring these pieces over here, these cups over here, because you're not worried about them, because they're just average. But this is from the divine, and you know you know what that means. You know the significance of the divine gift for you. This could be your divine counterpart, or it could be a better job that will put you in perhaps your soul purpose, your mission in life, what's the reason you came to Earth. So the hangman mode here is going within to see things from a different perspective, right? You've planted seeds, they've grown, they've blossomed, you have, whether you're, everywhere you look, your seeds have planted, because you set aside money in a nest egg, of course, so you've invested well, perhaps, whether it be in relationships or your investments in material possessions, but they're very fruitful, you're abundant. And as the hangman, you're going to go in and think about these things as to what option you're going to take. I take it you have a serious decision to make in December, Pisces. You do have a new beginning here regarding work. It's an Ace of Pentacles, a new way of beginning, a new way of making those pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. It's just going to give you so much abundance in the blossoms, the things that you plant, growth here with the tree, a newer home, perhaps upgraded home. But you're going to not look back. Once you make that decision on that new job, you're not going to look back, because you're looking to the future. Alright, and you're rising above the rest. You're the magician here on the 4th week of December. You are manifesting this new beginning, this communication, this truth, the new way of making your pentacles is going to nurture you and nourish you from the divine. You are definitely going to be shining very bright. This almost reminds me of the energy of you're going to be like a phoenix rising energy on the last week of December, which makes sense, because here we have the death card, the end of the old, a rebirth, and again the phoenix rising energy. So you have a rebirth, this transformation of the old and a rebirth of the soul. You're going to come out of that rebirth of the soul, a new person with strength, raging energy of a raging bull, precision like the scorpion, listening to your higher self, closing out old cycles and beginning new. Again, the new job here. Yep, good cards. And overall energy for this is a Page of Cups, an offer being made that's going to fill your cup with that unconditional love for yourself. Let's clarify the 3 of Wands, please, Spirit. Clarify the 3 of Wands. Clarify 3 of Wands. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. You just are chattering up the storm with these cards. Okay. So the 3 of Wands that had all the emotion going on, you had to communicate, you had to make a decision. Why? Because recently in your personal life, or in work, you could have been stabbed in the back, but there's a 3-party situation. Perhaps if it was at work, you had to compete for a job promotion against 2 other persons, and you weren't chose, that it caused tears, broke your heart that you weren't selected. Or this is in your love life, the 3-party situation, whether it was you or a counterpart putting you in a 3rd-party situation. Either way, many tears on both sides were felt, causing all those emotions. You had to then, as a 4 of Swords, rest, put down the swords of battle, and just rest so that you could get your head clear. You went into hermit mode. You knew that it was going to take the strength to not have to, because the battle before was putting you between two mountains. You felt like you're stuck between two mountains, but Spirit has shown you with the wand of light in your hermit stage that the calm waters run between those mountains, and is showing you the light to navigate your way through it as a gift. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. This is usually the Knight of Swords coming in only partial truth, because while he carries a sword, his mask is covered, so he's not in full truth. So, but since it's in reverse, this is not communicating to give truth. But mind you, also there are two hawks here as a synchronicity for those that it resonates with. Putting in the work, 3 of Coins. You're working hard to keep your mind busy, and you have all the tools. Spirit provides you with all the tools you need for the work you do. You do your work with a lot of passion and precision. Excuse me. Judgment came in regarding the 3-party situation. Had to make things right, balance things out. You came up instead of the Knight of Swords, but the King of Swords. You have sprouted your wings, more or less, kind of like a butterfly, ready to take flight. But before you can take flight, you have to be in your truth. I need tea. Sorry about that. The King of Swords. We'll clarify. Spirit gives clarification for King of Swords. King of Wands. Choice narrowed to 2. Regarding a flame, regarding your passion, something you were passionate about, but you also knew you have everything you need to light your way. Regarding a 10 of Cups, a new beginning. This is an ending and a new beginning. You know someone out there, perhaps the 3-party situation, but someone else that holds the key to your heart. Someone that either wanted to give you a gift or you were looking to give them a gift. You are setting aside for your future together with these 10 of Pentacles. This is ended and you have now a new beginning, stable. You also have spirit guides surrounding and protecting you. You have ancient ancestors or relatives that have crossed the rainbow bridge that are near you. Yes, and it's time to move forward. 6 of Swords. Whatever those swords were that were causing the pain, it's time to move to calmer waters. Between those 2 mountains where the water runs smooth and calm. Having the strength of the King of Wands to move forward. That's the 2nd King of Wands. Because you're the magician, you have all the tools within you to manifest this new beginning. And you want to have peace. You want to bring this peace offering to someone so that no other words will be spoken, hurtful words will be spoken. You want a peace offering between you and someone you care about. The Star. Clarify the Star here. A lot of swords coming out, a lot of truth and untruth. A decision between 2. You narrowed it down. Here, when there was a 3 parties, now you're down to 2. Not wanting to see the truth of the matter, that perhaps you chose incorrectly the first time, having to have the strength to face that, to make a wrong right, to right a wrong. Okay, strength card in the center. Yes, a new beginning with the Ace of Coins. You're starting a new position or a new job, starting over, rebuilding those pentacles and stability, a new foundation. What's this one? The 7 of Coins. Clarify 7 of Coins. The death of the old way of doing things, a death to those needing to make decisions so that you didn't celebrate. A death to the old job, the old way of doing things. There is growth here blooming right here. So the time is now to move forward and so that you can appreciate the rose or the gift that is waiting you. It's time to celebrate this new beginning, which is this card here, Spirit offering you this gift. You have to leave behind the Eight of Swords. Leave behind, cut yourself clear from the web of lies and the web of deceit that you've been trapped in, of hurting others or hurting yourself. Spirit's giving you this key to the treasure for abundance in all things. Amen. Eight of Cups, leaving behind things that no longer serve you and choosing the one that was given to you by Spirit, the one sent to you, whether this is a job opportunity or a relationship, partnership, perhaps to work together with someone, perhaps to go in business for yourself or be in sole purpose or in mission. As a basis of coins. Take the leap of faith forward. Ace of Pentacles. Take the leap forward. It is divine timing, an end of a cycle and a beginning of a new, but you have to take the leap to obtain that. If you miss out on the new beginning, you have to ride out another cycle with the karmic lessons to be taught for not choosing, for not trusting Spirit, for not listening to your spirit guides. Oops. Okay, the Magician with the new beginning of Page of Cups, something that's going to fill you emotionally. Death card. Clarify the Death card in finance. Putting an end to that three-party situation, a messed up communication somehow, crawling on your belly through the thickets and the thorns, trying to get out from under this mess that's been created in the other workplace. Take it, maybe the three-party situation was some kind of drama at work, because this is the career and finance. Could be in your home life, but the moon, things that went on in the shadows. You knew you were tied to this person. You understood the science behind it, and you know that the other person there is now healing with calm waters and healing, going within and healing herself. Or you, this could be you, healing yourself. The Spirit guided you to in the beginning. There's a Page of Wands, communication coming forward. Clarify the World card. Nine of Cups, almost fulfillment, right? Listening to your higher self, going within and healing yourself emotionally, but building something stable. Being that fool to take that leap of faith forward. Page of Cups. This is the, okay, gotta set that down. The taking you out of the cold card typically, but Five of Cups here is the divine has handed you a cup of something, precious item, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or job position, right? This has been divinely guided, handing it to you, but you kept ignoring it. because you couldn't see and you weren't listening to Spirit. You weren't accepting what was being given to you. Spirit's putting you through this a test. It's it's a test. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of right now. It's not only looking at things from another perspective, but testing you regarding this. Not incarnated. It's initiation. I knew I'd get it. Thanks, Spirit. This is your initiation card. You're being initiated, tested, right? To see if you pass to get to the next level, the next gate, spiritually. So you're taking the leap of faith here, but you're being tested to get to the next gate. And it's always hardest, right? These tests always get harder and harder just before you pass, just before you can push through that final moment. Sorry, that took a second to think of. Anything else for the reading of career and finance for the Pisces? Anything else? Any advice for the anything else for the career? Career and finance. Career and finance. We need some pentacle cards here. Got a lot going on in life, but not pentacles. Same happened for Aquarius. They got a lot about love. Wands. Okay. Initiation. You come out of your initiation, proving as a King of Wands, King of Bones, proving that you can handle tough situations. This has been a real battle for you. This guy's wrestling an alligator or a crocodile, and people are watching. You have a lot of people watching you. That you are glowing with an audience. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've gone through a lot. In the last workplace, up here must be, you also had, like, there's this card is represented by dragonflies, beautiful dragonflies all around, but then you have these moths, and your moths always eat away at the fabric of the very fabric of being. So these moths were eating away at the very fabric of you, eating away at your heart and soul. Many tears regarding the situation that happened that ate away at you, caused a lot of tears on many sides. There's devil energy involved. Someone was wearing multiple masks. But you come out, oh, okay. Spirit says this one first. 8 of Swords. This is like you were almost hit rock bottom. I'm hearing you hit rock bottom to the point that Spirit had to drag you out and put you in your throne as an emperor. But here you come up as the Hierophant, and you're taming the dragon within you. You're understanding to control your inner being. You're listening to your inner self, your intuition, and you're coming out, I think we had that with the death and rebirth. As you are rebirthed, your soul's rebirthed, you are taming your dragon. Somewhere in work, evidently, somewhere in work. So you're going to be changing jobs. Get your resume up to date. The new year, how exciting. Start 2020 off in a new job. That would be exciting, right? Precise messages, please, for Pisces career and finance. Spirit, what advice cards for Pisces career and finance? Career and finance for Pisces and the collective. Prince of Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. How sweet. And I love it. He's riding a bunny rabbit. Immediate action needed. Ooh, yeah, you better get that resume updated. You're going to be moving forward. We're moving up the ladder, but it looked more like a new job than it did a promotion. Okay, so immediate action needed. A challenge you can successfully manage. Yeah, your test card there. The initiation. I'm going to write that word down. A challenge you can successfully manage a passionate relationship ahead. This is beautiful. It's a knight. He's in armor, but he's on a bunny rabbit. Seven of Summer. No more procrastinating. So do you understand the urgency here? The time is now. I mean, you could go in tomorrow and find out you need a new job. So the time is now. You need to update your resume. Start taking this opportunity. Listen to yourself. Listen to your spirit guides, because I'm getting an urgency to remind you that immediate action needed. And no more procrastination. Your power comes from making this decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing this option. Remember, Pisces, you're not a Virgo. Do not take your time overanalyzing. Okay, Prince of Summer, romantic, captivating. That was no shade on Virgos, but Virgos are the analyzers. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yeah, there was a lot of tears in this card as well, so something's going to be very emotional. It's going to move very fast for you. All right, that's what I have for you for the month of December. I hope you have a blessed day.